This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities, Subaru, and 802 Honda. They're all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. You're looking at the powerful storm that just occurred, the nor'easter. It dropped 39.3 inches in Cobleskill. Richmondville in New York, 37 inches. Jefferson, New York, about 34.5, and so forth. Very heavy snow. It's about where the European was showing it. Many of the models did catch up. And you can see over here is this is in Binghamton, New York. It's a very heavy, wet snowfall, and this is during the morning hours on Wednesday. You can see it accumulate. This very heavy, wet snow had several rounds of rain mixed in. You can see right there, and then this is followed yet by another one, and you see it really piles up. Here's the current position of our storm, and it's quite a ways to the south and east and continues to pull away, but it's very large circulation, continues to pull cloud cover. There is a little bit of a deformation zone right here and a little bit of a lifting mechanism that will gradually produce some flurries across Vermont during the day on Sunday. Only just a little bit of leftover rain shower activity along the Cape, still very tight pressure gradient, of course, well off the coast now. And temperature-wise, really, I would say well above normal across a wide area here. It gets colder, of course, up in the northern parts of, as you get into northern Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia. And looking at the European model, we'll run through the rest of the week here. There's a little bit of flurry activity you can see coming out of New York State, and that's going to make it into Vermont during the day on Sunday and into Sunday night. Not very much, though. Large ocean storm continues to spin off the coast. We're kind of in between weather systems, basically from Monday into Tuesday. There's some indications there might be a couple flurries here and there, but for the most part, we're looking at dry project weather. So roughly about 96 hours out here on this Saturday, from Saturday. You're looking at that area of low pressure there, that nor'easter. And this is the next one that has some semblance of potentially affecting us here. Not as powerful, but certainly something that could be a problem here, and this is valid through the early morning hours on Thursday. So this is our storm system here. You can see that GFS Ensemble is also advertising that, mostly under, looks like under 0.6 of an inch here, but some outlier threads here saying it could be potentially fairly big. Is something we'll have to watch again. This is probably for Thursday. Wednesday night, Thursday into Friday. Weather Prediction Center, 7-day total accumulated precipitation. 1-inch lines are this blue here. This is a 1/2 inch and so forth. So mainly a coastal system. And looking at Burlington again, the temperature scenario. This is basically a little bit above normal in terms of seasonal temperatures. And not a whole lot to show here. Accumulated weighted temperatures, at least for high temperatures, for the next 1 through 5 days. You can see temperatures just a little bit above normal northern areas, neutral, and then cooler than normal southern areas. What about 3 days later? Neutral. And looking at temperature anomalies right now, you can see well above normal across eastern Canada, and that kind of stretches and ridges into central parts of the U.S. into Mexico. Colder out than normal out west. This is where a lot of storminess has been taking shape. Wanted to show you this, though. The Arctic, in terms of temperature anomaly, is running about 4.2 degrees centigrade Celsius above normal, and that's pretty significant. Mainly the cold air is back over parts of northern Europe and into Asia and so forth. And one of the interesting things is roughly over China right now, they're on fire. Sea surface temperatures in the Pacific, this is our La Nina that's currently moderating some. We have, I think, a positive PDO here phase. And getting back to the East Coast, you can see the Gulf Stream and so forth. A lot of warm water just off the eastern New England coast. Now this is probably going to come in a little bit colder with the churning of the water with our current area of low pressure. And this will cool things down just a little bit here. And last but not least, looking at the next possibilities for snow based on the European ensemble, which has a pretty good record, I'd say, overall. And you can see this is one particular area. You're getting into these higher amounts here with the slightly colored purple, blue, and so forth. Another light to almost moderate snowfall. And that's how I think this is actually going to shape up. Again, this is centered on Montpelier with the thinking around about 2.4 inches. Now this could go up, so something we'll have to watch again for some wet snow. That's it from here. Thanks for watching. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights, VELCO Weather Hazards forecaster.